Are you having a good time this weekend? Say yes. I'm telling you what, this is a great event. And events like this going around the country just don't happen by themselves. And behind this event, we got a lot of people working, but we have the Rocky Mountain Swing Club. Huh? And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the president of the Rocky Mountain Swing Club. Please put your hands together for Mr. Rick Schaefer.
Thank you. And again, I'd like to welcome everybody to Denver and Swingtime in the Rockies. Thank you all for being here. We have a very special presentation tonight, but first I'd like to give you a little bit of background. In late 1999, several club members and the board of directors, concerned about the future of Swingtime in the Rockies, decided that to assure the success, growth, and future of Swingtime, they needed a person or persons who were not board members to form a team and act as directors for our convention. They needed someone who was organized, connected nationally, had the skills to negotiate with hotels, vendors, and top national professionals, to effectively market the convention, and perhaps most importantly, willingly dedicate endless hours working to make our convention one of the best. What they needed was an extremely talented and dedicated person or persons. I'm sure many members were considered, but two rose to the top of their list. The board approached these two individuals with their proposal, and it was enthusiastically accepted. They had identified two of the strongest personalities in the club. These two ladies took the ball and ran with it. They began working immediately. One of their first actions was to move the event to a classy downtown Denver hotel. They contacted dance convention coordinators of successful events for ideas. They contacted top professionals in the West Coast swing world, and they contacted Annie Hirsch. They got ideas, and they brought Annie to our convention. They found many creative ways of raising funds. They renewed old relationships and they established new ones, and thus brought together a group of the top professionals in the country as judges and participants. Most of those professionals have come back every year. Realizing they couldn't do it all themselves, these ladies put together a management committee which has grown into a smoothly operating machine. With their enthusiasm and dedication, they made the convention exciting, they made it grow, and they made it successful. Many details go into an event like this, and it's been amazing to watch the class and composure with which they've handled all of it. Nobody could have done it better. If you look in the dictionary under teamwork, you'll find their pictures. The one thing the board, those members who recruited them, and the club membership failed to consider was that people's lives change, their priorities change. We thought they'd stay here forever. Unfortunately for us, after 5 years of unfailing dedication, their lives have changed and their priorities have changed. They're moving on, and we will miss their special touch on this convention. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight to offer the most sincere and heartfelt thanks from the membership of Rocky Mountain Swing Club. Members and guests, it is my distinct pleasure and the greatest honor of my tenure as president to present to you tonight Ms. Beverly Thomas and Ms. Pat Whiteley. Please show them your appreciation for everything they've done. Thank you. We're honoring them tonight with the Bishop Award, which is dedicated to the memory of a club member, Dave Bishop.
Oh, wow, wow. Thank you very much. I don't get to keep. Oh my God. Oh, that's one of the first place trophies. Oh, well, that was very nice. Thank you. Well, we have a couple of people that we need to thank this weekend. Pat and I, obviously, we couldn't do this whole thing by ourselves, and we had some people throughout the weekend that we wanted to thank, and one of them, I would like for Kelly Casanova. I hope you're still here. I would like for Kelly to come up here. You all know Kelly is our chief judge. Kelly, well, I have been crying. Kelly has been with us for 5 years.
5 years older. And we're 5 years older.
Yep. I want to say,
Is that my fault? No. Yes.
we didn't know what we were doing when we started this event. We really didn't. And this lady just totally took us by the hand and led us down the road. And we couldn't have done it without her. I want to say one more thing about her. She is hysterical. Those of you who were not able to, or who did not attend the contestants meeting today, God, I was in the floor laughing because she was so funny. She has absolutely been such an inspiration for all dancers, whether they're competitive or not. She has style and grace, and she's a know-it-all, and she really has pulled everything together for nationally. She's done this for years and years and years, but she's been here with us for 5 years, and she's next to my heart, and I really, really appreciate you, Kelly. And we have something for you. We're going to give you one of these little trophies, too.
And we won't take yours away. Okay.
Thank you,
Kelly. One of the things that's been really fun for me in the piece that I do for the convention is working with my wonderful husband, Kevin. He's the ballroom coordinator and just the production manager. And we have a very special person that we can't ever thank enough, and that's Mr. Tom Perlinger, who does all of this wonderful setup for our ballroom. And we want to thank Tom very, very much. It's a pretty amazing feat to see an empty ballroom, have a big semi pull up, all kinds of stuff and cords, miles and miles of cords and lights, and watch a group of volunteers work with Tom and just put this beautiful ballroom together for all of you. We've always felt that we have some of the best dancers in the country here. We need to give them the setting to show off what they do. So thank you very much, Tom and Tim.
Okay, also, would Ron and Johanna Bass step forward? Ron and Johanna have also been with us for 5 years in the scoring room, and let me tell you, these two people, you probably don't recognize them because you never see them. They're always back in the computer room, and they're back there night and day working, and we really appreciate all that they do. And they don't make any mistakes, according to Kelly. And we're just so lucky and so very happy to have them with us. And I want you to give them a big thanks for us, too. Thank you, Ron and Johanna. We appreciate all that you do.
Okay, also a really fun thing for me in doing this event for the last 5 years has been able to incorporate a really good, longtime friend of mine and Kevin's, and that's Mr. Scott Lindbergh. Scott is, where is he now? Where is he? Kevin and I met Scott and his wife Cheryl back in 1986, I believe it was. Long time ago when Scott used to don a cowboy hat and boots. And, he still has them, yes. And run just a fantastic event here in town that many of you I know have attended over the years, and that's the Colorado Country Classic. And so we have thoroughly enjoyed having Scott with us, and want to thank him for his support for the last 5 years as well. Thank you, Mr. Scott.
Thank you. But we have something for you, too.
Yes. And because Scott is a pro golfer, we decided, Bev and I, that we give him a little more practice. We got him a certificate to have some nice rounds of golf at a beautiful golf course here in Denver called Fossil Trace. Yeah.
We want to go with you.
Yeah. And we made sure it had a cart because we're all getting a little older, so we do have a cart included, so have a ball. Thank you very much, Mr.
So give
Scott.
a big round of applause for Scott Lindbergh. Scott is wonderful. Does a great job for us.
Okay, and last but not least for me is that we can set up a beautiful ballroom. We can have all the amenities that the hotel can to give us. One thing that I hope you appreciate as participants in the event is that when you come in, your packet's ready. We hopefully don't have too many snags there. You can get in, get your wristband on, and get out here and dance and have fun. If you're competing, your contests run smoothly and everything just goes like clockwork. A lot of that credit goes to Mr. Rick Schaefer for running a great team in our contest registration and event registration. So thank you very much, Mr. Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.
Okay, Jack and Annie, would you please come out on the floor? Jack Carey and Annie Hirsch. I don't know if there's some of you that don't know who Jack and Annie are. I think there's a lot of you that are new in the dance world and you're not familiar with Jack and Annie, and if you didn't know who they were, by the end of this weekend, you're going to know who they are. Jack and Annie are huge icons in the national dance world. They've been around a long time, but we won't say how long. But I would tell you this, that Jack was telling me tonight that he used to be in vaudeville. He danced with Sammy Davis Jr. and he's been in show business. And Annie is just a phenomenal dancer, and she has been a head judge probably, I don't know, how many years did you do that? Started in the 70s. And she and Jack have been together for 20 years, I understand. They are amazing dancers. I don't know that if... Here's a bit of trivia that you probably didn't know, very many of you, is that I think it's Jack is responsible for inventing the Jack and Jill contest. So you have Mr. Jack Carey to thank for all of these wonderful contests that you go and compete in all the time. And you know, if you missed them last night, you're going to get to see them dance tonight. And it was phenomenal last night. I'm sure you'll enjoy it tonight too. And Jack and Annie, I have a little something for you. We also have one of these beautiful trophies to give to you. We appreciate the fact that you come here and they have supported us so much. And they've supported me so much. Please give a round of applause to Jack and Annie. We're done.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Pat and Bev, step back out here one more time. Your event directors for the past 5 years for Swingtime in the Rockies, Bev Thomas and Pat Whiteley. Oh, yeah. All right.